I had a child as early as I did because I didn't really have the accountability that I would have with the father to figure out how to manage that part of my life with dating and even engaging in sex and everything that young. It wasn't I didn't have him to talk to through that. Um, and I watched myself in the early parts of college again try to be something that I wasn't, but I think part of that too is that I didn't have something to lean back on to remind this is not you. I mean, I have my mom, um, and my mom was incredible, um, but it is different. Um, having a male who is gone before you, who is interested in your well-being, that can tell you the truth about yourself and to remind you of who you are and who you're meant to be. And so there's a lot that we lost not having him. But if I were talking to him, I would tell him that I've tried uh, to be the best version of a son and a father and a husband that I could be, thinking about him. Um, I don't know if there are very long periods of time, even now, that I still don't think about you. Um, and I think I would probably just want him to tell me everything. I mean, every experience, everything that he learned, everything. I would just want to know everything that I could know. I would want to live in his skin through him. Because there's just so much about that I don't know. And I would love to figure out the ways that he and I are alike and what that side of my family's history is. Um, but, but also, it is perhaps the most resounding reality of a life of faith that I have is to know that one day I will see him and that I will know him in a way that I could never know him on this side. It is probably, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it is probably the thing that gives me the most hope, and that has kept me the most tethered to life with God is that uh, one day we will see each other face to face. Um, and I'll be able to sit and hear his voice and hear his laugh. I'd be curious to know if I heard his voice, if it would ring a bell, because I don't have a sense of that in my mind now. Um, but ultimately, more than anything that I would want to say to him, I would just want to hear as much from him as possible. I would just, I would love to be able to sit at his feet, um, and to walk in his shoes and to experience life through his eyes. And so, and at the end of the day, I would just hope to hear those words. I'm proud of you, son. That 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 is a, what's the words? There is a melancholy joy that I have, um, just in the hope of hearing, "I am proud of you, son."
Wow.
Um, I've worked hard to do that for my mom, to live in a way that makes her proud. Um, but I hadn't heard those words from Willie Lee Hobdy Jr. And that day, I'm not in a rush to get there. But that day, I'm looking forward to. And really, the only thing that I would want to say is that I love you. And and one of the greatest joys of my life is that I'm your son.